when we combine the ingredients of the token, the DAO, decentralized finance, and self-sovereign identity, when we put those ingredients together, then we get everything that we need to reinvent whole industries based around the user experience and fixing the problems of that user control and visibility. And if we think of this industry reinvention happening at the level of individual companies, at the level of decentralized platforms, and at the level of the DAO, then we start by saying, well, individual companies will increasingly be competing in the marketplace as part of a network, as you go to market with ecosystem partners. And this could be quite dynamic. These partners could be changing on a regular basis as you assemble capability for particular projects. And what's going to make this reinvention work is where the user is able to monetize their data and is able to accrue value in their wallet for selling their data, but things like healthcare records, not necessarily the digital dust, but things like access to your healthcare records and really useful data that the individual has, or the small business has. But also, as you change behavior to do things which are helpful for the industry as a whole, that small farmer, for example, that is really proving the provenance of the product which is going into the pipe, then that small business, that user, is earning money in their wallet. And from a tokenomics point of view, we're looking to use that token to drive win-win-win behaviors and to democratize value across the ecosystem, to align value realization with value creation, so everybody gets paid to drive and point in the same direction for team ecosystem. Now, from a platform point of view, this obviously will start out with that network of the original members of the DAO. But I personally think that's going to grow within zones of sovereignty to cover an entire market or an entire industry. And the way the platform will be monetized as part of the DAO will be around fees. Fees for use of components or fees for professional services. And what's going to be a critical success factor for the platform is not only the network effects, but also the synergies as we reuse that library of components to drive quick assembly of these new value propositions as ecosystems form and then break up and then form again. And from a governance point of view, I do think these DAOs are going to have to be regulated. So we're going to be within a zone of sovereignty. And I do think that this marketplace token becomes the store of value. It becomes like this decentralized equity. And as users accrue this token, they accrue this token to drive more reputation and more reputation in the marketplace. And then I think critically, the DAO is going to have to decide how this marketplace token is going to be off-ramped to fiat. Are you going to control that? Are you going to have a reserve fund? Are you going to have some algorithm, or are you just going to let this thing float? But I think increasingly this industry token is going to become the value store for innovation in industries.